Was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a pickup of 6. First down, San Francisco. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. 1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Kiko Alonso. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On second and 11 now. Breeze, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it'll bring up third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
35.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Ready, 95, 56. Check, check, 54, 54. I'm coming up for you. I'm coming up for you. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Just me and you. Hey, easy. Just me and you. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. He got good kill. Good kill. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Breeze to throw again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Traquan Smith. 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right past the line of
No
scrimmage.
gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, check, 54. Real kill. Real kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mark 54. Mark 54.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
3-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally taken down at the 34. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
49er.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
13. 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down and 8.
21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Sammy. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mark 56.
Breeze going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Easy. Mark 56, right there, 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
56 to mark, boy. 53. 56. Here we go, here we go. You better be afraid of me. Right over. Spike 56. I got you. I got you.
On first down, Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And where have we seen this before?
Oh, that's
from
ambush.
Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
Number 30.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Saints.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From midfield, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
54 is mark, 54 is mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the out, watch the out. Check, 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 check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 14. Breeze now. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Second and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
I don't think you got it, sir. Track him 60. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by...
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Niners 21, Saints 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They run it again with Kamara, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
3 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, right there.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Now Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
21.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
47 the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 53 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Mostert. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56 to mark. 56 to mark. Stop there, 12 pounds. Here we go. 56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56. 56. 21. 56. I'm here all day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Big hold of the 30. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 2.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Pick it and go.